Hello guys and welcome to the new format of my compound series. In this format you will be able to skip to the part of the compound that you will want to watch without losing time. This episode we cover the compound named Moses Poultry, the redneck's chicken business. Let's start from the boss layer, and get ready to be overwhelmed by the first floor of the boss layer. A very open space that will easily scare you the first time you enter it. Impossible not to notice the piano that you should always break before the randoms turn it on. On the right we can observe one of the multiple similarities with Salter's pork compound. If you are familiar with these gaps, you should know it's always a dumb idea to stand there for too long, even if it gives you good visibility. The second similarity with Salter's porks are the gaps in the floor that allow you to see the ground floor. The compound is covered in holes like this one, very sneaky spots to use your sniper. But be careful because the game will most likely desync you if you stand still. This is probably the most important gap in the floor. From here you can see the main sliding door. Great way to stop the attackers, especially if you use a little trick that I will show you later. Moving to the window, we can notice that the gaps present in Salter's porks are not present here. So the only way to look outside is the window and the gaps in it. But the gaps are wide in both sides, and it will be very easy to get killed by a sniper if you stand there too long. One of the best similarities are these roof gaps that will give you visibility and great cover. Unfortunately, only the right gaps will allow you to shoot on the outside. Keep in mind that the wooden log is still not bulletproof. And once again, you can look downstairs. The other gap is pretty much the same as the first one, basically a death sentence if you stand there for too long. You can get killed easily from the other compound with a sniper. So if you really want to use it, do a quick peek and jump right back. Right next to the window there are some hay bales that you can use to defend the main entrance. Keep in mind though, the hay bales for some reasons are bulletproof only on one side. So if someone shoots you frontally, you are an easy target. This ladder is very dangerous, you can easily use it to shoot someone that is downstairs trying to use the sliding door. But if you're not using it, just trap it and forget about it. Now, before we go to the most dangerous spot of the compound, I want to show you a very cheesy spot. Instead of focusing on this little attic, we need to jump right here. From here, it will be very easy to kill anyone that tries to go on top, or just someone that is moving downstairs. The best thing you should do is let the first guy run through, and when the second hunter is coming, you start shooting. If you kill one immediately, they may choose to camp downstairs forever. Now we can go up and analyze a very interesting place. The roof is covered with holes that you can use at your own advantage. Yo dude, I'm trying to record it. One thing you should never use is this window. The amount of places that you can get shot from are infinite. I suspect that people will camp prison a lot. You can use the gaps, but you got to be careful that no one is watching you from the opposite side. So far, this is my favorite gap to use. With a sniper, is easy win. Let's move to the ground floor and let's notice that you can't crawl down from this gap. Going down is a little trick I was talking about. This sliding door has a big oil puddle, and if you trap it with a concertina, the lamp will detonate and set the player that's pushing on fire. Moving on the right, we can observe how wide are all the gaps in the wall. This compound is full of them and you should definitely use them. One of the spots that you got to master absolutely is this one. This window gives you great visibility and you are basically covered from the right side but not from the left. But the best thing I discovered is this. If you shoot a lantern, you will detonate a red barrel, potentially killing everyone there. Very nasty. Another smart way to use the window is to open it and peek from further back, a much safer spot with a lot less visibility. And remember, when you are attacking, always check those gaps in the wall, another similarity with Salter's pork. What's different from Salter's though is that you can jump on top of the table and be invisible to the attackers. You can also go on top of these boxes for another cheesy angle on the door. As mentioned earlier, the walls are covered in gaps that you can use at your own advantage, but it will take you some time to memorize all of them. Like this one on top of the shelf that will allow you to see outside pretty clearly. If we keep climbing, we can see that there is another window there, very dangerous but very useful. I suggest you use the right side of the window to prevent people to see you too easily, but if you can, just avoid this window for good. There are too many spots where you can get shot from and you don't want to die before you know which one. Right behind it, we can observe how the walls are open and how you can throw grenades outside and inside without having to go behind the wall. There are various holes in the roof and I suggest you learn all of them. The surroundings are amazing. It looks like Crytek understood that approaching the compounds was too big of a risk for a lot of people, because there was not enough cover in some of them. And in this compound we can perfectly observe how they managed to fill the space without overloading it too much, giving us the feel that every gun can be reliable in this environment. Fighting in this place is super funny and engaging, really well done. Of course, there are also open spaces, but if we use 2% of our brain, we can understand that pushing from there is not a good idea. Right next to the boss lair is this thick brick building, very similar to the one in Ironworks. A very open space with a classic barrel to trap. But this open space hides two of the best spots on the whole compound. First one, these little gaps in the wall. Perfect to get a cheesy angle on the boss lair with a brick wall cover. The second spot is this window right here. From here we'll be able to ambush the attackers in multiple places, especially in fog and night. This place will be great to defend. If you trap the fence, it will definitely give you an easy kill, assuming no one is watching you from the hills. You can also go on the roof of this building using these sacks. On the top you may also think that this is your only cover, but you are very wrong. Apparently this wooden roof was made by a Norse god, and it's completely bulletproof, even at the very edges. I highly recommend though to go on this roof only if you are fighting the last team in the map, because you can literally get shot from the prison, from the tower, from the bridge, from the forest, the trees, the sky, the space, everything. So get down and play safe. And we reach again the end of the video, guys. I hope you liked the new format, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and share the video with your fellow hunters. I will see you guys also on Twitch in the link in the description. Bye, and don't eat too many chickens.